What's going on, guys? Welcome to this video and to my channel, Honor Your Temple. I'm going to be talking about how to design the perfect workout program for you. This is going to be a bonus add-on to a series that I did called Build Your Foundation, where I highlighted specific workouts that I know a lot of you guys do. And I'm going to kind of expand on all of that and bring it all together to help you guys in designing and being more confident in the programs and in the exact workouts that you are doing throughout, your training, and as you're building and working on just getting the physique that you want, so you feel more confident. You can be ensured that what you're doing is going to be something that will be effective for you. So in this video, we're going to talk about all of that. I'm going to get into this right now. So the first thing that we want to do when it comes to sitting down and actually designing a proper program for us, the first thing you have to highlight is what are your imbalances, what are your weak points in the specific areas that you want to focus on. So to give you an example, right, for some of you guys that may have lower back pain, because I know a lot of people, we start to get lower back issues and things just due to our lifestyle and sitting a lot for jobs, right? Most likely you're going to have very weak glutes, you're going to have weak hamstrings, and you're going to probably have a weaker core as well. That's going to be putting a lot of pressure on your lower back to compensate for that. And most likely you're going to have very tight lats, and you're going to have very tight hip flexor muscles as well, because most people that have lower back problems, you're going to be sitting a lot. So those hip flexors are going to be in this flex position like how I am now, which is going to cause them to shorten and tighten over time, which will put pressure on your lower back. So for you, if you know that as an issue going into that, and you know that in your workout program, your lower back may give you issues, we want to make sure that we target that so you can move and do certain exercises and things more efficiently to give you the best results as you're working out and training. So knowing that, there's going to be two specific areas when it comes to correcting that you want to do. You want to make sure that you start foam rolling for sure. Foam rolling is going to help kind of loosen up that fascia and tissue and the overactive muscles that are very tight and that are causing you to overcompensate with your lower back. The specific areas you want to target foam rolling wise for lower back pain is going to be your piriformis, which is going to be kind of like that side hip muscle in your glutes. You're going to definitely want to make sure that you foam roll over your TFL, which is your hip flexor complex, to make sure that you begin to loosen that up as it's become tightened over time. Also your lats as well, and your erector spinae, all throughout your back area, because that's going to probably be tightened. So you want to make sure you loosen that up so we can take, again, the pressure off of your lower back. And in a program standpoint, we want to make sure that we program exercises to strengthen the lengthened and we'll say weaker muscles that are causing your lower back to have more tension on it than it needs to. So for lower back pain, we're going to really want to target the glutes, we're going to want to target the hamstring, and we're going to really want to target our intrinsic core stabilizers. This is going to be doing exercises like squats that are going to really make sure that we target the glutes, even doing exercises like lunges, doing exercises like glute bridges, doing exercises that are going to really strengthen and target our core, especially so we can strengthen that up. Things like that going forward in your program, so you know exactly what you want to do, and exercises that you want to make sure that are in there that will target all your different weak points. You can do the same thing for so many different other areas when it comes to knee pain. If you know that your chest is the area you want to develop, all of that goes into properly structuring a program. But that's the first thing that we need to establish to make sure that you are building a program that's going to be specific for you and your needs and your goals, is to make sure you're properly attacking it in the right way. All right, the next thing, once you figured out your imbalances and your weak points and areas you want to work on, right? When you have all your goals aligned, that is then going to go into the volume and intensity that you train at, because that's going to be different according to your goals and your weak points that you want to establish. So if you know that one of your goals specifically is to, we'll just say, more so tone and build the vascularity and the definition of your muscle more so than building your strength and the size of your muscle. Your reps and your sets and your volume in which you input in your workouts is going to be different. So you don't want to just going and just doing random sets and random reps thinking that you're going to achieve a certain result. You want to be very, very sure. And what I would say for you guys that have the goal of really wanting to more so build strength and build size, You want to make sure your intensity or the heaviness of the weight that you use in your workouts is going to be more so moderate to very, very intense. So pushing close to like your 1 rep max. You're going to be closer on those heavier ends and performing lesser reps, anywhere from as close to maybe a 1 rep max to maybe at the highest, like in your working sets, being 6 to 8 reps in between there. This is going to make sure that you're lifting at a heavier intensity and load to build the optimal strength and size of your muscle that you would want, as opposed to somebody that's more so just looking at building the muscle definition and the cut and getting themselves to build a more lean and stronger frame. You would want to be lifting at more so higher rep ranges to moderate to lower in intensity. So having your reps in a set being anywhere from around 8 to even as high as like 20-ish or so reps to, lifting at like 65% to even 45% of what your 1 rep max would be on a specific lift. These are going to be things that, again, you'll want to look at and determine, okay, what is it in my workout that I'm trying to do? So you know that you're going in there and performing the proper reps and sets and intensity to induce the proper response that your body will adapt to so it looks and feels the way that you want it. All right, after you know those things, you need to figure out exactly how many days can you consistently, put together to train on a weekly basis. This is important because if you go into a program and a program that you're trying to do for yourself is specifically catered towards 5 days, working out 5 days a week, but you can only consistently do 3. That program is not going to be good for you because you're going to be missing out on workouts and things that you're supposed to be doing that you may just not be able to do due to whatever, the reason it may be. So figuring out the exact days that you are going to be able to work out, nailing down the exact times is going to go much better because now in your workout split, you can be doing the optimal one according to you and how much that you'll be working out. So my general thing is if you know you can at least work out 3 to 4 days a week, always program something for full body. Full body workouts are going to be the best workout split for you if you can only train to 3 to 4 days. If you can train for 5 days, you can be a little bit flexible according to just what your goals may be. I've seen 5 day splits where people do just, 1 upper body day, 1 lower body day, then have an active rest and core day, and then go back and do another upper and another lower day. I've seen people do a push, pull, and leg split, and then go back and do a full upper and a full lower day to kind of like sprinkle in some of the things they weren't able to do in their push or pull or leg days that they did from Monday through Wednesday. There's so many different options for a 5 day split. But I would definitely recommend either doing that upper lower split, doing that push pull leg split like how I just explained there, or you could even just do a full push pull leg split with only 1 leg day if you feel like you don't really want to focus on your lower body that much because you like where it is, or just you have issues with your legs to where doing 2 leg days a week just bothers them a lot. Just doing a push and a pull and a leg day, then coming back and doing another push and a pull day on, whatever that 4th and 5th day is for you. All those things can work for a 5 day. It will really just be depending on your goal and your body and what you want to get and develop. And 6 days for sure, I would always recommend a push pull leg split for a 6 day, just because that day, because you're gonna be working out so frequently, you have a lot of space to be able to space out certain exercises and things, so you don't have to do as much in a workout, and you can target specific, muscles and specific workouts and targets that you want to hit more effectively through that 6 day split doing a push-pull leg. So that, when it comes to just learning and knowing how many days that you will be working out a week, is why that's so important, because it will go a long way in choosing the right split to help you get to the result that you want. All right, and the final thing, once you've nailed down all of those things, is gonna go now to the exercise selection, right? That's gonna be the last thing. So no matter what workout split you do, no matter what your goal is, no matter what imbalances that you may have, there's gonna be 6 specific movements that are going to be the best as far as for building your strength, building your muscle, building your functionality in your body, and just overall increasing your overall wellness. That's gonna be your squat. There's gonna be a lunge. There's gonna be a hinge. There's gonna be some type of a pushing movement, some type of a pulling movement, and some type of core isolation work. No matter what split you do, making sure you have those specific movements. There's so many different ways that you can squat, lunge, you can incorporate a hinge, you can incorporate a push or a pull or some type of core work. There's many different options out there. Depending on how your body is and what you respond best to is going to be the one that I recommend for you. So for a squat, for example, if barbell squatting is a little bit too strenuous for you and because of the imbalance of things you may have, switching to like maybe a goblet squat, even like maybe doing a linear hack squat or some type of Smith machine squat. Any of those, whatever squat variation doesn't matter as long as that squat is in there and it's something that you can progress as you get better. Same with your lunging, with your forward lunges, reverse lunges, side lunges, hinging movements, any type of, RDL movement, deadlifts, whatever is going to make you hinge up is going to all be fine. Any pushing movement, whether it be dumbbell pressing, barbell pressing, incline pressing, pulling movements, some type of a pull-up, barbell bent over rows, low rows, and any type of core work. Exercises like that are going to be the ones that you want to make sure that you implement in your training, and then you can sprinkle in isolation exercises and other exercises to complement those specific movements. It's going to give you the best results in your training, period. So when it comes to your exercise selection, make sure you have those 6 specific things are going to be very important for just seeing the overall results that you want. So that is going to be everything tied together, man, from how to properly design a program. Finding those imbalances, once you find those imbalances and determining your exact goals that you know that you want in your training, you can then establish the volume and the intensity and how you'll properly go about performing your sets and reps, and then properly choosing the right exercises and the right split when you know the amount of days that you'll be working out that you can consistently commit to a week, and sprinkling in those 6 specific functional movements. From a program standpoint, if you do all of those things, you will see magnificent results in your training. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's a little bonus episode to that. Again, if you guys want some examples of some of the actual workouts when it comes to a full body workout, when it comes to an upper body workout, when it comes to a lower body workout, when it comes to a pushing workout, when it comes to a pulling workout. I did a whole series on that before this one. So this is like a bonus video to that. If you want to see a little bit more in depth when it comes to structuring those actual exercises and workouts, I have a full series on that. You guys can check that out. I'll leave that in the link below in the description, as well as I'll leave a little highlight at the end of this video. We can click on that specific series as well. So you can check all those out. I want to thank you guys for tuning into this as well. Honor Your Temple is all about helping you maximize the one life and the one body that you have. I believe you do that when we are able to make our body as fit and as healthy as we can. We can establish a relationship with God. I believe if you have those 2 specific things as the foundations in your life, everything else you can kind of build and grow from that. And this channel is all about putting you on that path towards that, so you can accomplish and achieve everything that God has for you to the fullest capacity at which He wants you to do it at. So if you guys rock with that message and rock with this community, would love for you guys to subscribe and hit the bell notification and leave any comments, any questions, concerns, and feedback. Would love to have any open dialogue with you guys. If you have any concerns, anything you agree or disagree with, leave all that in the comments below as well. And again, just want to thank you guys for tuning into this video, and I'll see you in the next one.